What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be reacting to the fight night Arnold Allen versus Mademoiselle Costa. Turned into a pretty good one. I mean, I fucking enjoyed it pretty good. My picks were not great. Still went positive. I think it was 4-3, but worse than the last 2 weeks. But at least I still went positive. But let's get to reacting to this shit. First, we had Shannon Bannon versus Nicole Carly. I can't remember how to say her name. But first 2 rounds, she was pretty much just piecing her up the whole time. I mean, she was landing some strikes back, but I feel like she was really just piecing her to fuck up. And then in the 3rd round, she lands a good takedown. I feel like she tried to go for something and she landed on top, actually. Oh my God, I completely forgot. No, she landed some crazy judo throws in the 1st round. I almost forgot that. How did I fucking forget that? This girl was throwing this bitch got tossed like 2 or 3 times from like standing to in the air, feet facing the sky to on her head. Oh my God, it was hilarious. But other than that, she kind of, I think, maybe in the first, other than when she landed those takedowns, she got up pretty soundly and was landing pretty good striking. Maybe not a lot of significant action in this round, mostly just more volume. But 2nd round, she really didn't get taken down only once, and was piecing her pretty well up. But in the 3rd round, she got the takedown, and from what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was an arm triangle. Or not an, what is it? Not an arm triangle, but head and arm choke. There we go. Head and arm choke and managed to get her out of there. So pretty good win for Nicole over here. This fight was fucking amazing. Oh my God. These motherfuckers just slugged the whole time. First round, pretty even, I feel like. He landed some really good body kicks. I can't remember. 1st round, I feel like I don't remember a lot from him. It's the other 2 rounds where he really picked it up and started to absolutely... Because I think when he started off with more energy, he was doing better. I think you could give him the 1st round, maybe not. I don't really remember. I just really remember he landed some really good body kicks. And during the 1st and 2nd round, he was landing like an overhand while he was trying to throw his like straight, and he would come over and hit him every time. But by the 2nd round, you could see him starting to tire out, and Luis Guerrillo really picked his pace up and started absolutely just beat the shit out of this guy. I mean, I can't remember if it was this round or 3rd round. I think there was a round where both of them like rocked each other. Not knocked down, but I think at least wobbled each other. But yeah, no, by the 2nd round, I'd say like maybe halfway through, you could tell he was getting tired. Daniel Perez and Luis Guerrillo really just started fucking hammering him with crazy shots. I'm surprised neither of them went out because they were both rocking each other. But great fight, honestly, for both of them. It sucks he's going to take another loss. I think now he's like, 1-3 in the UFC, and he's lost against fucking killers. Or maybe not like killers, but like up-and-comers. Luis Guerrillo looked great out there. Excited to see what he can do next. It's got a performance of the night? Okay. Sure. Maybe it's just... I guess that kind of makes sense. 1st round, she was fucking... Alice Ardoline was piecing up Polyane Viena. At one point, she got hit in the eye. I would assume it was a punch. They never like re-showed it, but you have to assume it was during a punch. And she pretty much got a timeout. The ref stopped the fight and was going to, I think, give her injury time. And then sounds like somebody was just like, yo, that was a punch. And, so they just restarted it. That was rather weird. But Alice Audrain was mostly piecing up her, kind of had her on the back foot pretty much the whole time. She would land like a few good strikes back on her as she was coming in. But eventually in the 2nd round, she got takedown. She, got a bottom, she was on bottom and got, like, a body lock, she wrapped her legs around her body, and landed some good elbows. You were kind of almost worried for her, And then at some point, she sits up and you don't even realize, hits her with a calf splicer or slicer, whatever the fuck it's called. And that's crazy. Because honestly, it happened so fast, you couldn't even tell it happened until they replayed it. And that shit was crazy. She she did it to herself, locking in that. And she just literally, I think Alice just like pretty much sat up on her legs. And she just immediately verbally tapped and then tapped too, I think. So, good win for Alice Audrain. 2 really good women fights to start us off. We get to my first pick of the night. And Andre Petroski decides to fucking be Garbell. Cody Brundage fucking looked pretty good that fight. I mean, not in the first round, obviously. Fucking first round was boring as shit. Not a lot happened. Them just being, I guess fucking, he actually got a knockdown round 1. I did not even remember that, I'm not going to lie. I just remember it being boring as shit the first round. But in the second round, he landed nothing. That's hilarious. I didn't know he landed nothing. But Cody Brundage fakes like a good right and throws a left hook that just fucking catches Andre Petroski right in the chin and just knocks him the fuck down. After that, just goes for ground and pound, and at that point, Petroski just never gets the fuck back up. Nice left hook, or maybe it was a left straight. All I know is I'm pretty sure he faked a right hook and then threw a left hook, and it was nice. It caught him right on his bearded chin and knocked him the fuck out. Sadly, that makes me go 0-1 to start off, but Cody Brundage manages to, I think, probably save himself from not quite getting cut. I literally didn't really pay that much of attention to this fight. It was kind of boring for the most part, I feel like. They were not doing, I mean, it was just I feel like, average woman's decision fight. Nothing significant. No big moments that I can remember. I'll just say good win for Caitlin Vera, because honestly, I'm not going to pretend I remember that. This fight is why I am so scared whenever I hear wrestlers or like a prospect coming that was a wrestler, because this was so fucking boring till the finish happened. He just would shoot some kind of a takedown that he wouldn't get, and then he'd grab him in fucking underhooks, and they just sit and guard, or, sit with underhooks on the cage for the first full round of the first round. And apparently, I don't think any of these strikes matter. They were all like knees to the thigh and knees, maybe a few good knees to the belly. I don't remember if there are really any decent ones, and bullshit punches. And then in the second round, I mean, that's pretty much exactly what's happening the whole time until he actually eventually does get a takedown. I think he gets his back and then just starts raining ground and pound on the back of him. Not back of the headshots, but like rains from the back of him and takes him out pretty fast. Okay win for Tommy Gant. I'm not excited to see what he does after that, because that was boring as shit. I'm hoping he kind of gets chinned. My next pick, Tuco Tacos versus Ivan Erslam. Yeah, Tuco Tacos fucked it up for me, going 0-2 to start the night. I feel like this was pretty similar to what was his name? The Daniel Perez fight, where Tuco was doing decent in round 1. Their takedown went for sub, had some, clearly even on strikes. Significantly struck him out a lot during that round. I feel like he might have got clipped in that round, though. I can't remember. But second round, you could tell he was getting tired as fuck. And Ivan Erslam started beating the fuck out of him on the feet. I think maybe it was this round where he landed. At least there were times where I think he was wobbled. He looked like he was wobbled to shit. I'm surprised he really never got knocked down, because I feel like I remember him getting wobbled a few. Maybe it was just he was that tired, but he literally looked so gassed by like halfway through the second round that I knew my pick was done. And then by the third round, Tuco Tacos pretty much did nothing. Was getting just outstruck. I think once he landed the second takedown, he just got stuck there and got the shit kicked out of him on the ground. So, terrible performance for Tuco Tacos. Honestly, could get cut after that. Okay win for Ivan Erslam. Both of them looked okay. I don't think it was a great... I mean, they slugged a little bit, I think it was, in the second round. It was a decent... Or maybe it wasn't. Was it the first round? Man. Maybe it was the first round they slugged more than I remember. I guess it was probably, but I can't remember. Finally, we get to my first correct pick. Chaos Williams hitting him with a nice fucking round 1 KO. I'm not going to lie, at this point, me and my girlfriend had went out to eat, so the next few fights I was in or miss. But I did see him land, I couldn't remember what it was, maybe like a kind of a right overhand. He kept just rocking him, and he eventually had to go down. Yeah, I'd say pretty good win for Chaos Williams. I'm not, like I said, I didn't see the most of this fight. I did see the, ending finale, but I'd say decent win for Chaos Williams, and hopefully he can actually start fighting again. Brendan Sopoja pretty much beat the shit out of, Timmy Chumba the whole time. First round was a little more even, I think that means he got an idea. He knocked him down at some point, was landing good shots. He at least managed to land decent. Every one of his strikes was a significant strike, apparently. I don't know about that. But by the second round, Brendo Sopoja was just, beating the fucking shit out of him. Managed to lock in, I believe it was a rear naked choke. I think he jumped on the back and got the rear naked. But yeah, he looks pretty good out there. Hopefully we can see him have some good fights coming up. He looked, Mateus Bukowskis, honestly, he looked kind of not great out there for what I feel like he should have done. I don't think it was a split decision. I think he clearly won round 1 and 2. But, for adult baby man coming in on short notice and me thinking he was just going to be in genuine garbage because, he's 8-4 coming off the regional scene and has been knocked out a little bit ago on the regional scene. I was expecting, Mateus Bukowskis, just got a ranked fighter, didn't win, but, I was assuming he's like a near the top 15 gatekeeper of light heavyweight, or catch weight, my bad, I can't remember. I think it's middleweight, or maybe it is light heavy, I can't remember. But either way, most of the rounds, Mateus Bukowskis is just kind of outpacing it. Not really outpacing him, he's just out, ranging him with his, jabs and peppering him with jabs and straights, and he just really... Christian Edwards really just never... I feel like he could have honestly caught him if he just came in and, came into the pocket and started swinging. He probably would have caught him and honestly knocked him out. But I think there was a point Christian was wobbled, maybe. I can't remember what round it was, to be honest. Maybe it was round 2 where I think Bukowskis landed something decent that hit him kind of running a little bit. But for what it was, not a great performance for Bukowskis. Honestly... He's probably going to lose his next fight if they give him a jump up in any way. Christian Edwards, for being on short notice, not bad. Maybe if we give him one more fight with a full training camp, maybe he can do something. But I'd say it was a pretty another low level, at least for Bukowskis. For him, coming on short notice and never fighting in the UFC, I guess it was okay. For Bukowskis, I'm not excited for what he does in the future. Now... Wellmaker. Our boy, what happened? Yeah, I don't think Wellmaker learned anything like we thought he was going to. He kind of just got his ass beat, I feel like. I remember more strikes being landed in the first round, but maybe not. Yeah, no. Juan Diaz managed to fucking take Wellmaker out pretty well. I don't remember him literally getting hit with really some serious shots. Wellmaker, I think, tried throwing some spinning kicks, maybe. I don't know why. But then round 2 comes, shoots a takedown, keeps taking him down, managed to get up for the first 2, but by 3, he jumps on his back and locks in a rear naked choke, and it just shows that I don't think Wellmaker has really any grappling, or not great grappling. And Wellmaker might be done. Not done as in he's never going to win again, but I don't know if this guy's going to be ranked. Or if he is, he'd somehow have to sneak in on a 15 or 14 garbage grandpa that he's only getting the chance because he's going to come off, maybe they're going to give him some cans after this because they don't want him to, they like him knocking cans out. So that's a good money thing to put on the early prelims of a fight night or a, numbered card. But Juan Diaz manages to get it done. I guess I'm excited to see what he can do. Put together got Wellmaker out of there pretty well. But once again, I feel like after watching that. I guess I don't know if Wellmaker's as good as a prospect as we all thought. Then, fight of the night. And I honestly completely fucking... This was a banger too, but I love this fight. Do Ho Choi goes in there. Honestly, what a banger. First round, Daniel Santos goes out there and is just like absolutely beating the fuck out of Do Ho Choi. I don't know how I don't know what this man has in his head that he ate everything this man was throwing at him, but he was throwing spinning kicks, knees, so fucking spinning elbows, every kind of punch you know. And he was landing on not all the like really big spinning shit or like any of the, but like he landed a lot. Like literally 47 of his 48 strikes were significant. And apparently fucking, I forgot Choi knocked him down at some point too. I mean, this round was banked. Because even though Choi was getting like fucking, he was not moving his head. It seemed like he kept like ducking down. And Daniel Santos would hit him with like two body, would hit him with like some body shots. And then would like uppercut him a bunch. And he did that like, I swear to God, 4 times. Where Do Choi would just duck down with his hands. And he just boom, boom, boom. Daniel Santos had some crazy combos out there, I feel like. And if Do Ho Choi wasn't apparently fucking obsidian chinned, I think he would have knocked out a lot of people. But second round comes. He's wasted so much energy throwing 87 spinning things and, throwing the fucking kitchen sink at this man, this little Asian boy. And somehow he's still standing. Not just still standing, but still standing and still like throwing heavy back. And at that point, Daniel Santos kind of loses his momentum. I mean, loses his energy, and Do Ho Choi just comes in like, yeah, you're done, brother. You're done. I'm going to kill you now. He just starts piecing him the fuck up in this round. Daniel Santos gets on the back foot. Choi fucking, what did he land? I forget what he lands. He lands, maybe it was just like a basic straight, like a left or right straight that makes Santos kind of back up to the cage. Do Ho Choi just walks up to him, hits him with the same thing Daniel Santos was hitting him with the whole time. Like a double body fucking hook. And that just, the second one just drops Santos. And on the way down, he hits him with like another little uppercut. The fucking uppercuts of doom from Do Ho Choi came out in that second round. And just fucking annihilated Daniel Santos. Like I said, Daniel Santos looked great in the first round. He's going to need to work on keeping his energy because like he just did too much. He just did way too much for the first round. And I know, like I said, against like a lot of other fighters, they would have been KO'd and that he wouldn't have had to waste that much energy. But like it got to a point where like you got to understand clearly Do Ho Choi's not killable. So you got to quit wasting so much energy. And by round 2, that showed why. Because Do Ho Choi walked him down and fucking hit him with one almighty fist to the gut, and he crashed. I mean, I feel like I've never seen somebody fall so fast to a body shot. Normally, I feel like they crumble kind of slowly. It looked like he straight up got like knocked out cold with how fast he dropped to the floor. But fucking banger win for Do Ho Choi. Another right pick. This is what got me to 3-3 on the night. And luckily, Allen saves me. Allen with a fucking dominant win over Manuel Costa. Not dominant as in like, I mean, Manuel Costa looked good. This division is fucking great, bro. If this is, you're what? He was 7, he was like 11. You're 7th and 11th ranked fighters. Yeah, that's a good division, bro. Arnold Allen, first round, I feel like you maybe could give it, kind of like what I said in the videos, I think Manuel was going to come out in the first 2 rounds and look pretty good, like a lot better because he was going to be faster, throwing them kicks. And by the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I mean, first round, pretty even on strikes. In the first 2 or 3 rounds, Manuel's grappling looked like better. I think he tried to jump on the back, didn't get it, but like tried. Landed some good shots. Allen, well, to be honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I think Manuel was winning the first round until he got fucking dry. He got spun. I think Arnold hit him with like just a basic little hook, or maybe it was a strike, and Manuel just got spun on his ass. Somehow survived. I've got to say, Manuel's fucking chin is crazy. Another fight where if you're literally fighting like a bunch of, like, I'm trying to think of any other person that I think isn't going down to that. I mean, maybe a few, but like, Jesus Christ, fucking just annihilated. Second round, still even on strikes, no knockdown. And oh, he did get a knock. I did not remember a knockdown in this round. But even though they were even on strikes, Arnold Allen's strikes were always just the heavier ones, no matter what. I don't think Manuel ever landed one of his head kicks. He landed a good spinning body kick in the first round, landed some good leg kicks, some good body kicks, but he never landed a signature head kick that even slightly damaged Arnold. Arnold was just landing good one. I mean, just straight down the pipes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And every time it was stinging him. And like I said, Manuel's chin, fucking crazy. But by round 3, Arnold just picked that pace. I mean, you learned why Allen's been in 5-round fights before and fought, killers of the division. And Manuel's just coming up, fighting his first, I'd say, major opponent. By round 3, Arnold Allen was going out there and just schooling him. I mean, 1-2ing him, boom, rocked, boom, rock. He got a knockdown in every... I don't remember that. I feel like I don't remember him getting a knockdown in every round. I feel like that must be a glitch or something. Because he was definitely stinging him, but I don't remember him getting... I remember the first round knockdown for sure. He got spun on that shit. But I feel like... I remember him getting wobbled for sure. He was wobbling him pretty much every round at some point. But Manuel did manage to stay in there. And by the later rounds, Arnold also, I think, 4th round, he held him down, took him down, and pretty much just kept him there and beat him up. That might have happened around 5-2, to be honest. No, I don't think round 4 he got held there. I don't really remember any holding there. Maybe just round 5, but this fight was just another reason why Arnold is a fucking killer in this division and why, I'm excited. I don't know who he's going to fight next. That's kind of the problem is, he's fought a lot of people, and, the people I looked at, it would have to be, Lerone Murphy. I feel like you could give him Lerone. Because I feel like they both need one more fight before you could give him a title shot. So, I'd say you could do Arnold Allen versus Lerone Murphy. I'd like to see that. Let's see that. Maybe they won't fight each other because I think they're both from England. That could be a problem. And if not, maybe do Aljamain Sterling versus Arnold Allen, because I also think they both need another win before a title fight or a title contention fight. But dominant win from Arnold Allen, 50-45'd him. Pretty much like I said, maybe not exactly like I said, I thought Manuel might take one of these first 2 rounds, and he almost did in the first before getting dropped. But other than that, still looked real good out there, but like I said, I think he's going to be... I mean, he still has time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not in his prime. Maybe he still has a little time to grow. But I think he's going to be stuck at the 11-8 range probably for the... Maybe 12-8 range for the rest of his career. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that pretty good fucking fight night. I thought it was pretty good. A couple boring fights for sure, but a lot of bangers. Like I said, I ended up going 4-3. I got Andrew Petrosky wrong. I got Tuco Tacos versus Ivan Ursum wrong. Got KS Williams right. I got fucking Wellmaker wrong. And then I got 3 and 1, 2. Oh, I got Bukowskis right too. My bad. 4-3. But yeah, banger card, I think, or a pretty good card. I'd say a solid, maybe 7 out of 10, or maybe 6.5. It wasn't the best, but it had some really good fights on it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a good one.